Ladies and gentlemen, your host for the evening, Venom Xenomorph. Hello everyone, it's Venom Xenomorph and welcome back to another episode of Vex's Horror Corner. Today we're going to be talking about Bendy and the Dark Revival, which revived itself a couple days ago by announcing that it is still in production and in fact will be releasing on November 15th, which is a little less than a week and a half from now. So I'm really excited for this game. I hope you guys are too, and I can't wait for you guys to see me play through this game very soon. But anyway, let's get into the deep dive. So starting off pretty simply, this is definitely a darker version of the Ink City or the Ink world that we've seen since Bendy and the Ink Machine for a lot of different reasons that I'm probably going to cover in this video. Starting with the main reason that I believe is Wilson. This is a new antagonist that recently has been revealed and seems to be the main antagonist for the whole game, as a lot of the prior marketing has involved his voice, which we originally thought was actually Bendy, this new design of Bendy, which I'll get into later. But no, it's actually Wilson, this new character, and we don't know the role of Wilson compared to the rest of the people in the studio, his relations with Joey Drew, or anything to do with the Ink Machine in general. But what we do know is he seems to have some sort of parallel with the Ink Demon, as he mentions himself boastfully through the intercom across the studio.
For 211 days, you've lived without the Ink Demon haunting your steps. I banished him away. In return, I ask just a little favor.
This seems to indicate that he's responsible for the corruption of the cycle, which, if you don't know what the cycle is, at the very end of Chapter 5, it's revealed by Joey Drew that Henry is part of an endless cycle of this basically constant cartoon loop within Joey Drew Studios, especially involving the Ink Machine. It's possible that Henry is part of the machine and part of why he's part of the cycle. We don't exactly know. I hope that we get that revealed later, especially since we have a character that's pretty new to this, like Audrey, who, as we saw in the beginning of the newest trailer, she was human before she became this. So, or whatever she is at this point. And I'm really excited to see a lot of Audrey's character development. I'm excited to see exactly what her powers entail, especially since they seem to have some sort of special connection with anything that comes from the Ink Machine itself, or the children of the machine, as they're called by Wilson. Now, Wilson does, as I said earlier, have some sort of relation with the Ink Demon based off that vocal line earlier. And the Ink Demon himself is going to change a big amount. I mean, we're talking a massive amount. The original Ink Demon was definitely more of a stalkish kind of creature, but in the trailer it seems like he's a lot more active and more on the prowl and on the hunt. This may be due to the fact that Wilson has not actually killed the Ink Demon, but rather deprived and kept him at bay for the time that he's allotted prior in the trailer. And because of that, we're talking about an Ink Demon that has been deprived of its food source, deprived of everything that it needs to survive, and we're talking about a more savage, more dark, and more brutal version of the Ink Demon. In fact, the marketing designs, which unfortunately I can't show you right now due to the fact that my images are contesting with my editing software pretty vigorously, the toy for the Ink Machine game showed that Ink Bendy like the design that we know him, with the little drawn-on smile and the inky face, but the version that's meant to be for the Dark Revival marketing shows a different form of Bendy with more prominent devil horns and a smile made of a real grin and real teeth, and it's very unsettling and very creepy. And because of that, I'm theorizing that this version of Bendy is going to be able to communicate and talk. It's part of why we thought that the earlier marketing was actually going to be Bendy talking, but because of this new marketing, that was immediately put to bed and shown that the voice is actually Wilson's. But I'm really excited for this game. I'm excited for a lot of the lore and the implications. The gameplay seems to be very different too. It looks like it could potentially be open world due to the fact that a lot of the gameplay shows like there are actual cities now underneath the machine, versus before it was just a lot of survival in corridors. This seems to be more of an open spaced area, and I'm really excited to see what exactly the implications are going to be. Bendy and the Dark Revival will release on November 15th on PC. It does not have a release date slated for Xbox and PlayStation, but it will eventually. It does say that they are working on that currently. And I'm just really excited to see this game when it comes out. One of the things that I'm really the most excited about, to be 100% honest with you, is going to be the lore and basically the whole experience, because the game is not going to be launching in chapters. It will instead be launching completely as one solid game on November 15th. So if you want to see a playthrough of me playing through that, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to see me cover other topics about Bendy and the Ink Machine, like for example revisiting the concept of the Ink Demon as a killer in Dead by Daylight, let me know in the comments down below. I will be covering the Night chapter as well very soon in the future. But anyway, leave a like and subscribe down below, and hit the comments if you want to tell me something about this video, whether you liked it, whether you disliked it, whatever you need to tell me. I love any feedback and it always helps. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!